Feliz Año Nuevo. That's Spanish for Happy New Year. Great to have your company here in the Euroden for the first episode of 2026. Den Master Joseph Mendy reporting for duty for the first time this year within this little bubble. As always, this is the podcast that lives and breathes Eurovision and Junior Eurovision. In today's show, I'll be breaking down some of the results from the latest edition of the ESC Top 250 as voted by Eurovision fans. As well as looking at the Eurovision Awards for 2025, we'll also have a quick blast at the 2026 National Selection Calendar for the next few months. Are you sitting comfortably? Good. Then for the first time in 2026, we'll begin. Before we entered 2026, we still had some hours of 2025 left to listen to some Eurovision songs, but not just any Eurovision songs, oh no, but 250 most loved songs. The 2025 edition of the ESC Top 250 was broadcast live on EFR 12 radio on New Year's Eve in conjunction with Belgian fan site songfestival.be, which organised the voting. After thousands of votes were tabled and counted, then verified, the 250 songs with the most points received landed on the chart. Let's just run down some of those results. There were 1,580 songs that got at least a point whilst looking at the ESC Top 250 chart. However, due to numerous songs getting the same number of points, causing many ties, and one of the big ones is that, the exact number of songs that got into the chart, well, it's not exactly been stated or reported. It was not totally precise, so you have to bear with, well, what I got here. Also, I got the full chart on my phone, and I'm scrolling through it as I am recording this podcast. So there will be a bit of scrolling, a bit of wambling on. So you have to bear with me. But we're going to spotlight a few songs. Those are both out and in the 250 charts, and those that are outside it. In the 1000th position was the UK's 1995 entry, Love City Groove, with Love City Groove. Then we go up here to song number 900, Paula Saligan Over with Miracle. Though they did make the 250 with their 2010 entry, Playing with Fire, whilst their 2014 entry, Miracle, didn't chart. 869, Nathan Trentwing on that, Austria 2017. Let's go up to the 750th position. There it is. Paulo de Carvalho with E Depois de Adios. I don't think I got that right, but that was Portugal's 1974 entry. Go up here. Jade Ewan with It's My Time, 2009 for the UK, 714. Blue, 697 with I Can, 2011 for the UK. Bilal Hassani with Roi, meaning King, France's 2019 entry, 694th. Then Tina Cowell, Ukraine 2006, Show Me Your Love, 690. Let's go to song number 500. And that was Rafał from Poland with his 2021 entry, The Wide. Then you go just below it is Katarina Duska, Greece 2019 with Better Love, Brotherhood of Man, 1976 winners for the United Kingdom with Save Your Kisses for Me, 502. 501 for Katarina Duska. Remo Forward, Switzerland 2023, Watergun, 487. And then the song that just missed out on charting in the 250 was Waka Blažević, I think it was how to pronounce it, from Croatia 2019 with The Dream. Now we're entering the actual 250 section, and the song that kicked off the live broadcast was Jendrik from Germany with his 2021 entry, I Don't Feel Hate, in 250. Then 249, Vanilla Ninja, Cool Vibes. Then The Whoop with On Fire, Lithuania 2020. just above Vanilla Ninja, so it's in 2005. Sonia was the first UK entry to make the 250 charts with her 1993 entry Better the Devil You Know, with which she finished the runner-up behind Niamh Kavanagh from Ireland. Let's go up a bit, and then we have the first of our 2025 entrants, Nina Zizic, with Dobrodošli from Montenegro. Then we go up to 195, Nusha Durenda with Energy for Slovenia 2001. And we have Katrina and the Waves, the UK's last winners in 1997, Love Shine Lights on 184. Then Blink 182, aka position 182nd. That's Poland's 2016 entry, Colour of Your Life by Michał Spak. Hope I didn't butcher that pronunciation. Then you got Lena, the winner of the 2010 contest, who returned in 2011 to defend the title with Taken by a Stranger. That's got 180. I know I'm not into darts. But anyway, that got position 180, 2011. Then you got Georgia's Circus Mercus, who locked me in from 2022 in 139. Then Colleen from Austria 2024, We Will Wave, 178. Iveta Bukishan, Armenia 2016, Love Wave, 176. 175 was Belgium's 2024 entrant, Musty, before the party's over. Sidub Z Sidub and Fatih Advahov brothers with Quinul, Moldova 2022, 174. As Ed Celia Wembley, Hemel and R, 1998 for Netherlands, 171. There, Paula Elling and Ovi playing with fire, 170, 2010, as I already mentioned. Georgia's first ever entry, 2007. Suffer Visionary Dream, 168. Then let's move up to Benjamin Ingrosso, Sweden 2018, 165. Then Marko Bosniak, Poison Cake, 164. Basel 2025 for Croatia. Then Imani, Where Are You? Belgium, United Kingdom, 1998, the one up that year. Then Charlotte Pirelli, Sweden 2008 with Hero, and Calamero, Secret Combination for Greece 2008. And Vania Fernandes with Senhora Dumar for Portugal, all 2008 in 159, 158, 157 respectively. Other entries that made the charts include Sweden's 1999 winner Charlotte Nilsson, Take Me to Heaven, 154. John Logan, Hold Me Now, Ireland, 1987, 153. Then two back-to-back 2023 entries in 152, 151. That's Francis Lazawa with Évidemment, and Australia's Voyager with Promise. A few more classics as well. Equinox, Bulgaria 2018, Francesco Gabbani, Italy 2017 in there as well. But let's move up into the top 100. Actually, no, let's spotlight a few more. We've got 125, Ermal Meta and Fabrizio Moro, Italy 2018. Then Mariana Conte with Serving, Basel 2025. Hadis Dumtaktek, Turkey 2009, 119. Doris Dragovic, Maria Magdalena, a classic tune, Croatia 1999. Davia Gagnomagnid, Iceland 2020. We Think About Things, Kalish Orchestra 2022 winners for Ukraine. Justina with her first entry in 1995, Sama for Poland. Alright, now we get into Rona Nishli with 2012 Albania, just outside the top 100. Then in the top 100, we have Estonia's 2024 act, Vis Minus and Pulup, with Nendes Nakuti Kumides Iti Mikul Midagi. The longest song times from Eurovision history. Then Eric Saada with Popular Sweden 2011. Kyle Alessandro Norway, Lighter 2025. Common Linux from Netherlands, Calm After the Storm 2014. Then Lena again with her 2010 winner Satellite. Nebulosa with Zora in Malmö 2024. That's 100 to 95. Ruslana 94 with her 2004 winner Wild Dances. Zifferblatt 92, Birds of Prey for Ukraine. Celine Dion 91 with Le Parti Pas à Moi 1988 for Switzerland. Tommy Cash, Espresso Macchiato number 90. Luan Maman for France. Melody Esediva 88. That's 2025, 3 in a row. Then Yolanda 87. Brunette Future Lover for Armenia and Portugal 87, 86. In Liverpool and Malmö. That's Portugal, Armenia, 2024, 2023. Then 2024, Raven, Slovenia, Veronica in 85. Let's accelerate. We've got Alessandra, Norway, 23. Beth, Spain, 2003. Blanca Paloma, 2023. So 20 years apart between these two. And place separated them 64 and 63. Sertab Erener, Turkey 2003 champion with Everywhere That I Can. Sisal with Hallucination at number 60. And many others. In the top 50, Joko out, Slovenia 2023 with Carpe Diem, beating out ABBA from Sweden with Waterloo. 1974 winners in 51, that's 50. Napa, 49, Deslocado, Portugal. Kano, Norway, 2009, Spirit of the Sky. Then Mahmoud from Italy with Saudi, also from 2019, 48 and 47. Northern Quartet, Southern Lights. Elena Born and Stig Wester, Salvador Sobral, also in the charts, as well as Vibe with Roa at number 41. Just below Yuval Raphael from Israel, New Day Will Rise, 2025 at 40. Helena Paparizou, 2005 winner with My Number One, Greece 2005. Then Justina Stichkowska again with Gaia from 25. Then Abortina Ebola for Germany, Claudia from Greece, Astormata, and 2025 Eurovision champion JJ with Wasted Love. For 2025 entries in a row, from 38 to 35. Then you get Katarsis with Tava Akis, 26. Marisa Vukovic, Serbia 2007, with Molly Svat, 25. Hatari, 24, with Hatrid Monsigua. John Sears, Total University, in 23. Duncan Lawrence, Arcade Netherlands, 22. Jamala, with 1944, 2016 winner, missing out on the top 20. Now here's the top 20 in the ESC Top 250. At number 20, we had Diodato with Amore, Italy 2020. At number 19, Barbara Pravi with Voila for France 2021. At number 18, Eleni Ferreira with Fuego, Cyprus 2018. At number 17, Sanna Nielsen from Sweden with Undo 2014. Ireland, Bambi Thug, Doomsday Blue from 2024. Number 16. Also from 2024 is Ukraine's Alyona and Jerry Hale with Teresa Maria. Number 15. Again, 2024, Yus Clean from the Netherlands with Uro Papa. Number 14. Monoskin from Italy with Ziti Borni, the winners of 2021. At number 13. Also from 2021, Go Away from Ukraine with Shum at number 12. Then 2024 champion Nemo with The Code from Switzerland at number 11. And into the top 10. In at number 10, it's Greece. Is 2024 entrance Marina Sati with Zari. In number 9, Erika Vikman from Finland with Ikoma from Basel 2025. At number 8, 2024 runner-up Baby Lasagna from Croatia with Wimtim Tagidim. Then Cornelia Jacobs with Hold Me Closer for Sweden in 2022. In at number 7. Staying with Sweden, we have their 2025 representatives Kai with Barabadabastu in at number 6. And the top 5 are as follows. In 5th place, the bronze medalist of 2022, Chanel from Spain with Slow Mo. At number 4, 2023's runner-up Karia with Cha 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 from Finland. Then at number 3, the highest placing 2025 entry, Shkodra Electronica with their song Zerm from Albania. With the top 2 being dominated by Loreen once again. Her 2023 winning song Tattoo comes in at number 2. And then topping the chart at number 1 is Loreen's 2012 winner, Euphoria. Now for some facts, and well, some fun facts. Let me just grab them. Here they are. Loreen from Sweden took the first place for the 13th time every year since 2012, with the exception of 2022. That year's ESC Top 250 was topped by Chanel from Spain, and 2023's chart was topped by Karia, as far as I can remember. And staying with Sweden still, they're the country with the largest number of entries on this list, with 27 Swedish entries making the 250. That's why there was a overdose of Swedish entries. Italy had the second largest with 14 entries making the chart. And one or two more facts. The earliest year on the list was 1963. And one more fact I want to share with you is that 27 entries out of a possible 37 entries from the 2025 contest secured their place in the 250 list. So those were the results of the ESC Top 250 for 2025. I should let you know that I've only just went through some of the ESC 250 results, but not every single position. If you want to see the full entire list of the ESC Top 250 for 2025, check out songfestival.be and you'll find the full list there. Now, not only did we have the ESC Top 250, we also had the Eurovision 2025 Awards. Think of it as Eurovision's version of the Brit Awards. There were 11 awards up for grabs with 4 nominees per category. Again, these awards were voted for by Eurovision fans. So let's run through them now. Starting with Style Icon. And this is where we're talking costumes and outfits. Now, the nominees were Shkodra Electronica from Albania, Erika Vikman from Finland, Lucio Corsi from Italy, and Zifferblatt from Ukraine. And the award was won by Erika Vikman with 42.4% of the votes, with Shkodra Electronica the winner up in 29%. Next, we're talking Choreo Monarch. So who had the best choreography? Well, the nominees were Tommy Cash from Estonia, Kyle Alessandro from Norway, Kai from Sweden, and Justyna Steczkowska from Poland. And the award was won by Justyna Steczkowska with 42.5% of the votes, Kyle Alessandro the winner up with 30%. Now, putting the vision in Eurovision, the Artistic Vision Award, and the nominees for that were Klavdia from Greece, Tautamatas from Latvia, Zoe May from Switzerland, and Wed Sebastian from Belgium. And the winner of that award, or should I say the winners of the award, because it was the group that won, Tautamatas from Latvia with 41% of the vote. Zoe May picked up 27.3% to be the runner-up. Now, it's the Onstage Ensemble Award. Think of it as like the best group from the Brit Awards. The nominees for that were Napa from Portugal, Remember Monday from the United Kingdom, Catharsis from Lithuania, and Tautamatas from Latvia, who just won the Artistic Vision, as I just mentioned seconds ago. Funnily enough, it's Tautamatas that pick up this award as well, with 36.5% of the votes giving them the Onstage Ensemble Award, with Catharsis from Latvia's Baltic neighbours Lithuania being the runners-up with 25.1%. Now, the embodiment of our favourite inspirational quote, Live, Laugh, Loreen. I'm talking about the Miss Congeniality Award. Or maybe it should be Mr., Mrs. or Miss Congeniality, because there are a couple of men nominated for this award. Board run down them in the order they're listed. Those nominees were Clement from Slovenia, Sisal from Denmark, Mirjana Conte from Malta, and Vibe from Iceland. Now, there was a tie in the award for Miss or Mr. Congeniality. So the two acts that got tied with the same percentage of votes, they shared the award. Those acts being Sisal and Mirjana Conte. This is a ballad-free zone, this next award, Certified Banger. The nominees for that were Gabri Ponte from San Marino with Tutta l'Italia, Sisal from Denmark with Hallucination, Abor and Tina with Bola from Germany, and Mama Gama with One With You from Azerbaijan. The winners of that award were Abor and Tina, with Bola getting 58% of the vote. Hallucination by Sisal got 27% of the vote, being the runner-up. Now, the award for Best Music Video. In the running for this award were Lucio Corsi from Italy, Claude from the Netherlands, Mariana Conte from Malta, and Tommy Cash from Estonia. Mariana Conte was the winner of this award with 34.5% of the vote, 10% more than Lucio Corsi from Italy, who was the one with 24.5% of the vote. Now, who had the most outstanding vocals? The nominees were JJ from Austria, Luan from France, Yuval Raphael from Israel, and Mariam Shengelia from Georgia. Taking the award by quite a margin was JJ, who, of course, the reigning Eurovision champion from last year. He picked up an incredible 67.7% of the vote. Luan managed 18.4% to take second place. Luscious Locks, this is where we're talking about hair. The nominees for this one were Parg from Armenia, Emmy from Ireland, Prince from Serbia, and Laura Thorne from Luxembourg. And it was Laura Thorne that won it with 53.3% of the vote. Parg picked up 24.3% to be the runner-up. Now, shining a light on the acts that put on incredible performances, yet failed to make it to Saturday's grand final. That's where the award for Best Non-Qualifying Showstopper comes in. The nominees for this one were Marko Bosniak from Croatia in semi-final 1, Theo Evan from Cyprus, also in semi-final 1, Adonis from Czechia from semi-final 2, and Gojo from Australia in semi-final 2. And the award went to Gojo with 41.8% of the vote, with Theo Evan the runner-up with 25.1%. And the last award was from the extra YouTube series on the Eurovision YouTube channel, A Little Bit More. This is where the artists perform either covers of Eurovision songs or their Eurovision songs in a different version, so to say. So this gives the artist the opportunity to perform. I don't know how to describe it because I don't usually engage with this particular series, but basically they give their own special performances. There they are. Here we are. Extra special performances of their Basel 2025 songs, plus their own interpretations of their favourite tunes from other artists. That's what A Little Bit More is all about. Hopefully that made more sense. Here are the nominees for this one. We had Vibe from Iceland with their cover of Guns N' Roses' Welcome to the Jungle. JJ and Conchita Wurst performing a mashup of Wasted Love and Wise Like a Phoenix. Then Nina Zizic from Montenegro. She performed, if I can actually find it, hold on a second. There we are. With a cover of Croatia's 1999 entry, Maria Magdalena by Doris Dragovic. And Melody from Spain. She performed a cover of Vuelve Conmigo by Annabel Conde. The award for this one went to JJ and Conchita Wurst. Their mashup of Wise Like Phoenix and Wasted Love earned 49.7% of the vote. Vibe were the runners-up with 30.7% of the vote. Congratulations to all our award winners. National final season is now all systems go, with the first national selections over and done with in Albania and Montenegro just before Christmas. Over the next 3 months, countries will be hard at work looking for the perfect entry to fly their flag all the way to Vienna. Let's look at that calendar together. And by the way, the calendar I'm using is from a site called Eurovisionworld.com, and a link to the website is somewhere in the episode description. Well, I'll put the link in the description for you to check it out. Again, I just got it on my phone at the time of recording. Obviously, a lot of dates also be the dates when the artists for national selections are announced. But for the sake of this podcast, I'll only be looking at the dates for the actual shows. So looking at January first, on the 17th, we have Moldova and Malta selecting their entries with Selecția Națională and Malta Eurovision Song Contest. Israel will choose their entry via Hakohav Haba on the 20th, or Hakohav Haba, I think I got that one wrong. Luxembourg selects their entry on the 24th. We also have the semi-final Bulgaria's artist selection and Heat 1 of Eurovision LT in Lithuania. Then on the 31st is Heat 2 of Eurovision LT, the first heat of Melody Festivalen, and the first semi-final of Supernova in Lithuania, Sweden and Latvia, whilst Bulgaria will be choosing their artist. But they won't necessarily be choosing the song yet. That will come in February. We'll get to that in a second. And somewhere along the line, we'll find out who Czechia will be sending to Vienna when we get the verdicts from their internal selection. For February, Heat 3 of Eurovision LT, Heat 2 of Melody Festivalen in Lithuania and Sweden, then the second semi-final of Supernova in Latvia, and then Vidbir 2026 sees Ukraine choose their act for Vienna and song as well. Then the 14th of February, also known as Valentine's Day, that is packed full of shows. It was often described as a Super Saturday. If you're wondering what a Super Saturday is, this is a day where there's more than five or six shows all happening at the same time. So for the 14th of February is a Super Saturday with 6 shows. 4 of them being finals, being Dansk Melody Grand Prix in Denmark, SD Laul in Estonia, Supernova, the grand final Supernova in Latvia, and Polski Kwalifikacje in Poland. But we also have the third heat of Melody Festivalen and the fourth heat of Eurovision LT. Then on the 20th of February, so that'll be on the Friday, the host country Austria selects their entry via a national final for the first time in what seems like years or something. Wir singen für Österreich. No, let me try that again. Wir singen für Österreich is the name of their national final. And then the following night, the fifth and final heats of Eurovision.lt, the fourth heat of Melfest, and Portugal get involved with Festival de Canção with their first semi-final. That's Lithuania, Sweden, Portugal. Then the week commencing the 23rd, well, there are no shows on a Monday, but then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That is when Italy have their prestigious music festival known as Sanremo. Now, Sanremo in itself isn't a de facto Eurovision national final. The prize for Sanremo is more prestigious, but the winner has the opportunity to represent Italy at Eurovision if they want to, if you get what I'm saying. So the winner of Sanremo doesn't automatically become Italy's Eurovision entrant. But anyway, that's Italy. Now, on the 27th, which will be the Friday, Lithuania will be hosting the final of Eurovision.lt. Yes, they're hosting their final on a Friday this year, at the same time as Nights 4 as Sanremo. And then the following night, 7 countries are in action with Melody Festivalen's final heat plus, that's heat 5, and then a last chance in Finalkvalet is as the second chance round, Finalkvalet. Then you got Festival de Canção semi-final 2 in Portugal, and then 4 finals, Finland with UMK, or as it's pronounced in Finland, UMK. Then Das Deutsche Finale in Germany. Then the final night of Sanremo in Italy, and Norway's Melody Grand Prix. In amongst that, we got a song selection show in Bulgaria. And somewhere along the line, we yet to know the dates yet for the final of Dora in Croatia, Sing for Greece, Ethnikos Telecos Sing for Greece. That's Greece's national final. And then Pesma za Eurovision, Serbia's national final. The dates for that have not been confirmed as of yet. But we do have the dates for San Marino's San Marino Song Contest as we head into March. The 2nd and 3rd for the 2 semi-finals and the 6th for the final. So that's the Friday. And then the 7th of March is the finals of Melodifestivalen and Festival de Canção in Sweden and Portugal. Those are typically the last national finals to wrap up before national final season comes to an end, with song submission deadline being the head of delegation meeting, which is often in somewhere around mid-March-ish. And it's often on a Monday. So that's when all the songs have to be submitted. And then you have the pre-parties in around April, going through April anyway, but we don't have the dates for that yet. And then, of course, the 3 live shows on the 12th, 14th and 16th of May in Vienna at the Eurovision Song Contest 2026. Monday, the 12th of January, was a key day in the Eurovision calendar, as that was the day that the semi-final draw was conducted in the Wiener Rathaus, aka the Vienna City Hall. The draw was streamed live on the Eurovision Song Contest YouTube channel and lasted for about half an hour. This is where we determined which semi-final the 30 countries will be competing in, as well as the semi-finals that the Big Four and host country Austria will be voting in. Now, in part 1 of the draw, we found out which semi-final each of the Big Four, France, Germany, Italy and the United Kingdom, as well as Austria, will be performing their showcase performance and also voting. So I've got the results here. So Germany and Italy will be voting in the first semi-final. France, United Kingdom and Austria will be voting in the second semi-final. So 2 voting in semi-1, 3 voting in semi-2. And as I mentioned, those are also the semi-finals which the automatic qualifiers selected acts will be performing in their showcase. So they don't compete in the semi-finals, but they're giving us a look at their performance that we can expect on the Saturday night final. Because the remaining 20 places in that final will be taken up by the countries that are successful enough to qualify from the semi-finals. Now, those 30 countries were split into 5 pots of 6 countries each. This is based on voting data from previous contests, which often gives an idea of voting relationships established between the countries based on geographical region and diaspora. This is so to keep the countries that tend to vote for each other separate, like the Balkan bloc or Nordics, Greece and Cyprus and all that. This is to try and get them as separated as possible within the semi-finals. The pots were Albania, Bulgaria, Croatia, Montenegro, Serbia and Switzerland in pot 1, Australia, Denmark, Estonia, Finland, Norway and Sweden in pot 2, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Georgia, Israel, Poland and Ukraine were in pot 3. Pot 4 had Czechia, Luxembourg, Moldova, Portugal and Romania. And pot 5 had Cyprus, Greece, Latvia, Lithuania, Malta and San Marino. Now, each country was drawn from a pot and they were allocated either the first half or the second half of whichever semi-final they were drawn in. So there were 6 rounds of drawing. Half of each pot went to semi-final 1 and half of each pot got into semi-final 2. 7 performed in the first half of each semi-final and 8 performed in the second half of each semi-final. So this is like the main course, if you will, of this semi-final draw. And I have those results in front of me now. So, competing in semi-final 1 on Tuesday, the 12th of May are, in the first half, Georgia, Portugal, Croatia, Sweden, Finland, Moldova, and Greece. And in the second half, Montenegro, Estonia, San Marino, Poland, Belgium, Lithuania, Serbia, and Israel. And then the second semi-final, semi-final 2, which is going to go down Thursday, the 14th of May. The countries competing in that one are, in the first half, Armenia, Romania, Switzerland, Azerbaijan, Luxembourg, Bulgaria, and Czechia. And in the second half, Albania, Denmark, Cyprus, Norway, Malta, Australia, Ukraine, and Latvia. I should reiterate that this is not the exact running order. We only know which halves the countries will be performing in. The exact running order will be determined by the show's producers at a later date, closer to the live shows. And these running orders are going to be often designed to make the show flow as smoothly as possible, and to create the most exciting show possible for the viewers at home and the crowd in the arena. But it often benefits some countries more than others. So the running order could not be more key when it comes to how the countries would do. Though saying that, at the time of this draw happening, at the time of this recording of the podcast, we only know 3 artists and 1 song. Well, 2 songs rather. We only got 2 songs and 3 artists so far, so we don't exactly have the full picture yet. It'll become more clear once we get all the songs coming in over the coming months. But that's how the draw played out, and that's the look of the semi-finals. And would you believe it? We're out of time. The Euro Den must close up for another episode. I hope you've enjoyed this first episode of 2026. If you did, be sure to leave a rating and a review on whichever platform you get your podcasts. Also, have a gander at our podcast Instagram page at Euroden_pod. I'll be back again next time to look ahead to the upcoming national finals on the way this weekend. For now, as they say in Austria and Germany, auf Wiedersehen, and in the words of the late great Cilla Black, ta-ra then.